Aloha! This week, I'm in Hawaii at our Leaders Summit, and achievers from across North America are gathered together to learn, idea exchange, and play together. But since I'm not in the studio, I went into our Nugget vault and I selected an insightful coaching nugget just for you.
Wired wrong. Years ago, when I was living in Tulsa, I decided to add a family entertainment room to my home. As part of the construction project, I created a space directly above the fireplace where a 52-inch television could be installed. Since I did not need a flat screen model, I was able to save almost $1,000 on the purchase price. However, for months, I regretted that decision. And the reason was I was never satisfied with the picture because it lacked clarity and sharpness. But one weekend, that all changed. Two of my grandsons came over to the house for a sleepover. And unknown to me, in order to hook up their video games, one of them disconnected some of the input cables from the back of the TV. The next night, when I turned on the television, it had a picture but no sound. I was befuddled. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I called my handyman. He came over and discovered the disconnected cables and solved my problem. But then he asked me, "Have you had a problem with picture clarity?" And I said, "Yes, I have." He then explained that whoever originally installed the TV had mistakenly used audio cables for the picture feed. He then said to me, "You could not get a clarity of picture because you were wired wrong." He found some video cables and connected them, and instantly my TV had the clarity of picture that had been missing. As I think back on this incident, I see a life lesson. Many times we might not clearly see a solution to a problem, or be able to visualize an opportunity, or we have a scarcity negative attitude. And oftentimes, this is because someone in our past has wired our thinking wrong. And it is only when we recognize this situation and decide to rewire our minds that we can enjoy the increase that God desires for us. One key way we can accomplish this rewiring is by changing our visual and auditory input. And as a result, over time, our thinking will change and our lives will begin to move in the direction of those fresh words and pictures. My friend Zig Ziglar, who is America's #1 motivational speaker, taught, in order to change your output, you have to change your input. Maybe there is some area of your thinking that is wired wrong. If so, that could be robbing you of resources and better relationships. I encourage you to begin the process now. Change your input and open up your life to increase clarity and focus. God bless you and go with increase.